That's way too loud.
We don't want to scare anyone.
Don't be fucking weird.
Her.
Don't be fucking weird.
Don't be fucking weird.
Don't be fucking weird. Hosted by the funniest two people I know.
Don't be fucking weird. Don't be fucking.
Don't be fucking weird with your horse, Kale and Sydne.
Hey, get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. Get out of your mind. Let's fucking lose it. Just take a deep breath. Adjust your microphone how you need it to be adjusted.
Okay. Hello? No. Yes. Hi, I'm...
Hi, I'm...
Ooh, shocked me. Hi, I'm Sydney.
Hey, I'm Kale.
And welcome to episode 19 of Don't Be Fucking Weird.
Don't be fucking weird. Welcome to our episode 19.
Next week is 20.
And the next week after that is going to be 21.
She's finally legal.
Oh my god, and we're about to get fucking crazy.
Get out of your mind.
Crazy town, butterfly.
We're about to get fucking glit in here.
Glit.
Glit. We're about to be a fucking clit. Maybe the real friends of the clit turned that along the way.
We're not giving you the address because you gotta find the clit.
I got a clit to pick.
One question. Where you and I was walking. Now I run again.
Go clit, girl. I love laughing with you.
We tried to record this episode in my room. Didn't work.
We bought some microphones and we were like, yeah, let's set up like a home studio sort of thing where we have video and we're sitting next to each other, kind of just holding our mics, and then all you can hear is fucking people cooking in the kitchen, fucking trains going by.
I live in a dorm.
One of the microphones isn't working. I didn't know where to look. I said, am I looking at the video camera? Am I looking at you? Then we got Sydney saying, well, Nick found a couch on the sidewalk, so before we start recording, I'm gonna carry this couch up.
I'm sweating.
And I like look at her and she's drenched in sweat like it was raining outside. It was not raining. I said, what happened? She said, we have a new couch. I said, it has bed bugs.
No.
And then, no, it was so clean.
Yeah, Nick calls me an ant. Because I carry everything on my neck. Like the big furniture. I took a pregnancy test before this because I've been nauseous all day. I keep almost throwing up, but I'm not pregnant and I don't have any STDs. That was nice. Thank you.
That is really cool. I'm also not pregnant, but I'm eating good.
Same, I think it's just the sugar I've been. So anyways, today we're going to be talking about dating.
Dating.
But we're going to tell you about our weeks first.
Yeah. Do you want to? I mean, so we should address the elephant in the room really quick.
How bad our episodes have been.
Yeah, our
Is
episodes.
that what you're thinking?
Yes, our episodes, and then also just a little bit of a recap from our last episode, being mostly your episode since it was you, like recording a voicemail, basically. These are my confessions.
Literally,
Just
I was going to name it that, and
It
then I was
was-
like, it's not really funny.
we're not gonna like dive deep into it, but just how are you doing with everything, and how was the feedback from everyone, and like how was everything received, basically?
Yeah, it honestly, so it's, I mean, I think it's weird, like, if you guys listened to that episode, you heard me talk for, what, almost
16 minutes.
16 minutes.
I sat on the edge of my bed like I was like dropping an album, and I was crying.
Oh.
I was crying on the bed.
Yeah, well, honestly, like, I've been getting really, a lot of really good feedback. I think now I'm at the point where I have been beating myself up for it for, like, 2 straight weeks, and honestly, like, everyone I've been talking about about it too has been like, I mean, at least you're realizing it on your own, kind of, and, like, taking the steps to fix it.
Yeah.
And
Low key, high key admitting is the first step, basically.
Yeah, and it's not like it hasn't been hard or anything not drinking for 2 weeks. Like I've been going on dates, I've been going out, I've been like at shows, I've been doing everything I normally do, but I like am actually remembering stuff and having a good time, and I haven't fought with anybody, and I haven't.
Being sweet, y'all. She's in her sweet era.
Sweet era. So yeah, it's honestly been like a lot better. I mean, I don't know. I've been getting like, it was also weird just like people telling me like, I'm so proud of you for like talking about this.
Yeah.
I've gotten so many messages about that, which like are obviously so appreciated, but when I was getting them, it was at the point where I was like, I'm not proud of any of this. Like,
yes,
it's really weird to be like, thank you, or like people are like, you're really like brave for talking about this, and I'm like, no,
I'm not brave because I kind of like fucked up really bad.
yeah, like it took fucking up pretty bad to like make it a reality, which sucks because like, but I mean, at the end of the day, I'm glad that obviously I realized it before it just kept going.
Yeah. I was kind of saying like you caught it in a low to medium spot where I know that things definitely could have gotten worse. You caught it pretty early. I mean, you did have to like make very big dramatic mistakes to like get there, but
Yeah.
I think that it definitely could have been a lot worse, and I'm really...
I mean, it could have been someone's safety that I think is, like, a lot of the times, like, someone's reality check, like, you know, getting in a car, like, luckily we don't have that. I don't drink and drive anyways, even if I do have a car, but, like, it could have just been so much worse.
Neither have I ever done that.
But, like, you know what I mean? At least I didn't, like, kill somebody and then have to be like, oh, damn, I have a problem. Like,
yeah.
It was like, okay, I'm ruining all my relationships and, like, sabotaging shit.
Or, like, hurt yourself or anything like that.
Exactly. So, I mean, ultimately, it's good. I don't know. I think, like, for the foreseeable future, I'll probably just, like, abstain from drinking because I couldn't do it in moderation. That was the whole thing. But I also definitely think it's, like, worth addressing that I also am prescribed Adderall. And I've heard from multiple people
stories
been talking to, like, there's a reason you're not supposed to drink when you're prescribed prescription medication. Like, so many people, like, black out. You forget to eat a lot of times. Like, I schedule out my meals to be able to eat on Adderall, or else it'll make you, like, neurotic, like, fucking insane.
Yeah, because then when you're not eating, you're not nourishing your body, and you're not allowing that fuel to go to your head to think correctly, basically. Not to sound like a dietitian.
No, but, yeah, and, like, you're just, like, cognitive functions are all fucked up anyways when you're on Adderall. Plus, adding alcohol, I mean, obviously that does that. And then...
Recipe for disaster, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. The semen in my throat.
Oh, shit. You're nasty as hell.
But the hardest part about
I sound far away.
You do?
No, I don't.
No, you don't.
Okay.
You don't. You sound. Yeah, you did when you were there.
I sound
when
regular.
You were right here. But the hardest part about it has honestly, I feel like I sound far away too. Does that sound better?
Yeah.
I think like the hardest part about it has honestly just been like trying to date in the last 2 weeks because I'm in dating era.
Because you've been on a date every single day.
Because obviously like alcohol helps dating, and
Yeah.
we're gonna be talking about dating today, so we'll get into that later. But long story short, yeah, everything has been great. I've been getting like so much support. My whole family is like so proud of you, like good, like because they drink a lot too, and I think I said that, and they all my mom listened to the fucking podcast episode, thinks I have a problem with shrooms now, so that's fun. But they're all just like, yeah, I'm glad you like caught the problem because you definitely had a problem. And I'm like, okay, why didn't anyone tell me that until now? But it's one of those things you just have to like realize on your own, I think. So.
Absolutely. All right. That was awesome. Now let's go into our weekly recap. Proud of you.
Thanks.
Do you want to go ahead and start talking about
No, you can talk first for the weekly recap. I feel like I just talked for so long.
All right, let's get it. Basically,
get closer.
I'm coming off of
They sound weird today.
God damn! Get the fuck back here, you bitch!
That was crazy.
I know, these mics are fucking pissing me off. Anyway, I am coming off of a high, pretty much. I have had... Since our last episode, I've been having a gay old time. I have been dating my boyfriend for a month, Jacob. He and I have been pretty much attached to the hip, and it has been so fun and fleeting and sexy and really nice, and I don't know, I'm just having a really good time, and I'm pretty much, I think that I've fully admitted that I'm in my wholesome era, so I'm kind of just like keeping my circle a little small right now.
Yeah, I've been doing that too, honestly. Maybe not by choice.
Yeah, I have been like hanging out with Sam. We went and had like a drinking little night together on Saturday, and then we went over to Mark's for UFC. Got a little too toasty that night. And so I've been taking like a little break from that. And yeah, just like rocking with my new job. I went to Red Hook on Wednesday, went over to your house. We had some charcuterie for dinner, and yeah, and then Thursday, I had like a wonderful day off. I woke up and I made me and Jacob some breakfast, and that was very cute to me. And then I got some tattoos on the back of my legs, and then here it comes. I've been waiting to talk about it. I was like, I cannot wait to talk about it on the podcast today. I went bouldering at Vital in Williamsburg/Greenpoint last night, and let me tell you, I'm just speaking this into existence right now. I am now an avid climber. I am going to get a membership at Vital probably this weekend, because that was some of the most fun I've had, quote unquote, working out in a long time. Like, trust me when I say this, I always like talked a little bit of shit on people like posting videos of like literally climbing rocks and being like, how the fuck is that fun? But when I got there, I just saw it as like mini goals, like reaching these little goals. And y'all know how I love those and tasks and stuff like that. So Jacob would be like, okay, you're going to go do that one. And I'd be like, okay. And then I wouldn't be able to do it. And I'd get a good sort of frustrated. I was like, okay, I know I can do this one. So I'm going to do it over and over and over again. And every time I'm like getting more tired, but I felt more strong. It's really weird to describe. And then I just realized that I was like, I'm actually pretty decent at this, and I feel sexy using like my entire body to like move around, and I was like sweating in a good way, and it would just like, after I left, I had this adrenaline rush where I just like, so much serotonin had been released from my body that I was just like, all right, well, I'm at it. And honestly, it sounds like an honorable mention. It could be. But I just really needed to talk about that because I've been having a really great time, and I've just been working, grinding, getting my work on, stacking my money up, and
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I'm doing like really fucking well right now. Not to brag, but it seems like
that's great.
Yeah, that's great.
I was trying to cheer. Oh. Boom.
I feel really happy because it always sucks to especially come on here and be like, I'm not really doing that well. And I don't want to like be all like emo and depressed, but like that's just the fact of the matter sometimes. And right now I feel really happy to celebrate that I am doing really well. And
Yay.
I have this like partner that's been basically like building me up the entire time. And no one really knows why I'm saying boyfriend for a month. It's because he's leaving October 1st and I'm going to be really sad. So I can't wait for that.
Gonna have to do some Molly.
Honestly, I've been thinking about doing Molly like a lot recently.
Now you have the problem.
No, I mean,
baton.
You said, let me pass the problem baton over to you. I've been drinking less too. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I get really bad anxiety, so I'm just like, yeah, I'd rather do Molly. I fucking dance my ass off.
It's so fun. It's also a workout.
It was amazing. I'm in my fitness, wholesome work grind era. It's so crazy to finally have money for toothpaste. And not scrape the bottom of the fucking toothpaste.
Oh my god.
Anyway, that's my week.
That's a good week.
Thank you so much.
I'm trying to think of what I've done.
You need to reference some pictures?
Yeah. So I've been dating. I'm looking for a boyfriend.
Okay, so if anyone has any contenders,
but I'm picky a little, and
no shit. As you should be.
But like for annoying reasons, I feel. But I've been like going on a lot of dates. Does the sound weird?
No. It
sounds fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I've been going on a lot of dates. been sober, been also in the fitness era, working. Let me look at some photos. I bought Halloween decorations. That was a highlight.
Got a little skeleton.
Got some costumes for Max. What else?
Bandana.
What the fuck have I been doing?
You got a new couch.
We got a new couch that we found. Oh, Felix was here. He cooked me dinner.
Oh.
That was really nice. And then what else did we do? Oh, and then we went and saw you at work.
Yeah.
And then you and I went to Red Hook and had our little family gathering in the coffee shop.
I made Sydney a virgin pina colada, and
That was good.
So rewarding for me to do that.
It was so good. I had 2 of them, then I had a stomach ache. I took a pregnancy test.
You are just
Did
you're grinding too,
shrooms
girl, in a
with
different
Nick.
way.
Yeah, I'm like getting back to I'm back to being spiritual bitch. I feel like I'm like feeling like myself again. It's probably also the weather is helping
my
a lot.
God. I woke up on Thursday and I felt like
that burst of cold air.
the burst of cold air. You texted me and you said it's cold outside. I looked at it; it was 67, and I was like, it's not really cold per se,
But it was.
and
was
I was
so
like,
nice.
it gives you this energy that is like unmatched.
It's like
by
dog zoomies when they like get out of the bath. I was like,
you cannot even be described. And I was just walking outside looking like I just had my mouth open, like smiling the whole time.
I know, me too. It was so nice.
I felt like I was in 500 Days of Summer where everyone's like dancing around me like a fucking
She's got you high. That's like, oh, wow.
flash mob.
Yeah.
Everyone's
It's been
just
so nice.
Hey neighbor, hey, what a beautiful day, huh?
That's how it literally had been. And then I felt like I was grounded for like the beginning of last weekend because of being sober. I just feel like I'm like, I can't do anything, can't leave the house. Like, I feel like I'm in trouble. So I've gotten better at that. So
No, that's like I can understand feeling that way because it's like this is a total 180 from what you're used to.
yeah, but I think that sounds so much better. Jesus.
Yeah.
But it's also like I'm not doing anything I normally do, which is weird, I guess.
Yeah, you're still like doing the damn thing. Do you find that to be hard like at all or?
Honestly, no. If anything, like I've been getting more embarrassed. Because like you know
Because
how I
you're
said a
not
couple
drunk?
how I said a couple episodes ago, I'm just like realizing a lot more stuff. Like if I'm drinking out on a date, you know, or like gonna hook up with somebody or something, I'm like, oh, my room is like dirty, whatever. I'm drunk, you know. Like by the time we get back, I'm like,
They're drunk too, so they're not even.
yeah,
gonna
I'm
care
like
about
whatever.
it.
And now I'm like, oh my god, there's like my laundry's not done. No one, like I'm not letting anyone come in my room.
That's kind of sexy. Though.
Yeah, it's so much better. And then I'm just like, what
Yes.
have I been doing?
It makes you.
I've been like
more
a little
put together.
rat. Cara
Hey.
Delevingne. But yeah, so not drinking has made me like more embarrassed, I guess.
Yeah.
And then like Nick and I went to a concert and it was in Manhattan, so I guess that's like what you kind of expect, but everyone was so fucking annoying and it was all the drunk people that were annoying. Like
Yeah.
and I was like, we microdosed mushrooms, so I'm like, Mom,
she's addicted.
yeah, my mom's like, what the fuck did you just say?
She's a wook.
No, I love shrooms. I've also been trying to smoke weed again.
Oh hell no.
I keep writing letters. I keep smoking weed and writing, like, I wrote this note this
Dear
long.
Stan.
No, it's to some tech person at Amazon that I found his LinkedIn, and I wrote him a whole letter. It's one of my reasons to scream. I'll go into it later, but
Okay. Well, why don't we get into our topic then?
yeah, so let's talk about
Let's talk about dating. We have been trying to talk about dating on this podcast
It's hard.
for a long time because we're like, well, do we talk about dating in New York City? Do we talk about dating in general? I think we're going to cover pretty much like all of that in these next
in
few.
some, yeah.
Yeah, and in summary, in my next paragraph, we're going to be talking about what it's been like. Okay, so you said you're dating right now.
Yes, I'm like serial dating right now.
Okay.
I
So
just
not
got back on Hinge, which
She's not poly, but she's serial dating
there
right
is
now.
such a difference, and one of the guys I'm dating was like, you're the most poly person I know, and you're sitting here on your podcast talking shit about polyamory, and he's like, you're literally poly, and I was like, how the fuck am I poly? And he's like, because like you tell me you're going on dates and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, because I'm not dating, like you're not my boyfriend, we're dating.
Oh.
I mean, if you want to claim it, then tell me that, but like I'm not gonna sit
You're
here.
not gonna do it anyway.
Well,
If you want to claim it, like he has the option.
nah.
he doesn't.
But yeah, he said like you're like the most poly person I know, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? But
You
I'm
have to
dating.
be.
Yeah, I'm dating, but I don't have a boyfriend. There's a big fucking difference.
I don't have a boyfriend.
I don't have a boyfriend or partner. You have a boyfriend.
I have a boyfriend.
How'd you guys meet?
That's a good question. So so basically, Jacob would come into my job like every Friday or Saturday, and every time he came in, he always came in with his roommate Rob. So I was like, I think they're gay. Like
I can see that.
I think they're. I can see that. I think they're dating, and then he would order like a bunch of drinks, and he would sit down, and I would look at him, and I'd be like, he's really cute though, and then I would be like, okay, but he kind of looks really fucking mean, so I would like never talk to him, and then I just kind of like forgot about him, started dating somebody else, whatever, and then that person and I broke up, and I re-downloaded Tinder, and. As
we
people
do.
God, I hate getting back on Tinder. It's so talk about embarrassing.
It's so dehumanizing.
Because you see the same motherfuckers like
I won't match with them again. You get one. You get two. You get two.
Get one shot. It's a chance to blow. An opportunity comes once in a lifetime.
Literally.
So I got back on Tinder, and then I saw Jacob, because you know what? I'm not ashamed. I'll always say this. I always pay for Tinder whenever I get it, because it's like
ashamed.
I'm not ashamed to say that I pay for Tinder, and I paid $25.
You're like, I can't afford toothpaste, but Tinder Premium.
I budget for it. That was funny as fuck. You got my ass.
I was trying to think of something I was about to say Uber or something earlier, and then I was like,
I budget for shit. Except
I gotta scrape the bottle of the toothpaste, but you're not scraping the bottle of Tinder.
Hell no, because I gotta get knocked and blocked.
It's an investment.
It really is. It's my.
That wasn't the babies.
It was your demon inside of you.
It's trying to come out. It's like, give me a drink.
Give me some hard liquor.
Tequila.
Give me a White Claw in the park right now.
I'm like, no, bitch, shut up.
You're like, stop it.
Like, shut the fuck up. Stupid. Ow, that hurt my acne. Smacked my acne.
Smacked my acne. Okay, so basically, I love picking a needle out of a haystack when I get Tinder, and we ended up matching, and he sent me the most like bizarre fucking Tinder messages where I was just kind of like, I'm not even replying to this. This is fucking.
What do you say?
We don't. He asked if I want to
Say it. You have to say it.
He asked if I wanted to shoot dice in the. Can you bleep this out? In bathroom, and I said, "Is that an innuendo?" And
Bleep out the name.
Yeah, he was like, I said, "Is that an innuendo?" And he was like, "I'm 28 years old. I don't have sex in like public bathrooms." And I was like,
What
okay.
the fuck does that mean?
And then he's like, "Then I just want to let you know that like I get the coffee subscription and I really enjoy it." And I just didn't reply because I was like, I'm not talking about
my... He has no fucking game.
I was like, I'm not talking about my job right now. So I didn't reply. So literally the next day, he comes in. And I thought in my mind, if he was ugly, that would be stalking. But since he's cute, I was like, oh, that's kind of sexy. I was like,
yeah. It's like that meme. It's like, HR.
It was confident. So I was like, okay, I didn't reply to your message, but you're still going to come into my job. Like, good for you, because you came here before we even matched. Anyway, so he kind of like low-key waited until I got off work, and then we sat outside for like 2 hours, and he walked me home, and I gave him my number, and I said, okay, goodbye. And then 3 days later, we went on a very like wholesome date, like dinner and a movie. And then the rest is kind of history. He went into Canada for 2 weeks, and he was like, hey, just so you know, like in October, this was like back in fucking August or something like that. He was like, in October, I'm going to be moving to Texas to build out a van to live in. So, and I should have been like, I was like, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
But basically, he was like, I'm moving and I'm going to be gone for 5 to 6 months. And I was like, okay, well, when you come back from Canada, like in the month of September, like what you want to do?
He's like, I'll pick you up.
I was like, so what you want to do? And I was like, monogamy, question mark? He's like, okay, LOL.
Oh.
Smiley face. And I said, okay. So you're my boyfriend? He said, yeah, I'm your boyfriend. And I said, okay, this is going to be really fun. So that's how I met Jacob. And we've been having a really nice time. And we play cards and we play chess and we go out on dates. And
Cute.
he builds me up and makes me feel really pretty. So
Shout out to Jacob.
shout out to Jacob.
Shout out
He's
to Jacob.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying. I don't really like him. But yeah, I have a boyfriend, and then when he leaves, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Probably gonna start dating again.
Yeah,
then
jump
maybe-
back on Tinder Plus.
Maybe have another boyfriend for a month. That shit's kind of fun.
Takes me a month to meet someone usually. Like,
It takes you
vet
9
them
months
out.
to even like fucking be in the same room as them.
I know.
Whatever.
Whatever, it works for me sometimes.
Okay, well, when you're dating someone, what do you think, like, the best neighborhood to pick someone? Like, what's your favorite neighborhood in New York City to date someone? Like, who do you think, who has the best people? Aggressive ass bitch.
My favorite neighborhood to date would probably be Fort Greene
Oh.
or Brooklyn Heights.
That was like when we were in Red Hook, we were at Sunny's and we were talking to this guy. So Sydney's roommate Shang plays the banjo really well, and he plays at Sunny's every Sunday.
Was
I
it
think-
Sunday?
I think it was Sunday.
Yeah.
He plays at Sunny's every Sunday, so you should go see him. But a bunch
was
of people
Sunday.
like play folk music there, and then we ended up talking to one of the people in like the band, I guess you could call
Yeah,
it.
he like came up to us
And
at
then
the bar.
I was like, "So where do you live?" He goes, "Fort Greene." And
Your eyes light up.
Sydney goes, "When he said that, your fucking eyes lit the fuck up, Kale." And
She
I
goes,
was like,
Fort Greene?
"Fort Greene?" And I said,
Start batting your eyelashes.
and then I said, "Well, how'd you get here?"
And then he says, I have a car. And you go, oh,
Oh, that's crazy. I usually revel.
that's your criteria.
I have money for a revel.
Fort Greene in a car. I just like Fort Greene, so anyone that lives over there. Or,
Like, it's beautiful, no?
yeah, Clinton Hill, Fort
Clinton
Greene,
Hill.
Clit Hill. Hear that?
Big Hill.
Big buzz. I would say, like, anything, like, on this, like, Park Slope, too. I've dated a couple guys in Park Slope, and I like them.
I don't even know. Like, I never even go there. It feels like crazy territory to me.
Williamsburg, I guess, I have to say, because most people...
No!
Most of the guys I do date live in Williamsburg.
Okay, so what's the worst to you then?
Murray Hill. Without a doubt. Honestly, or Ridgewood. That's kind of a red flag.
Really?
Yeah.
Big breath.
Because I'm never going to see
She's
your
stressed
ass.
about Ridgewood.
I'm stressed. Ridgewood had me down bad for a little bit. I tried to get him
sounds
on
like
here.
someone's attached to Ridgewood.
I told him, hey, come on as a guest to talk about dating. He said, I'd be a good guest for that one.
I
but
would
he still said no.
would veto that immediately. Okay, so you have trauma from Murray Hill and Ridgewood.
Yeah.
Do you have trauma from anywhere that isn't attached to someone?
Clinton, well, I do have trauma from Clinton Hill, Ridgewood, Bed-Stuy.
She loves to date.
I'm a fucking dater.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm dating with the goal of having a boyfriend
Sexy
eventually
fun.
again.
Yeah.
Whereas last time I didn't really think about it. I just was like, oh, hey, you're cute.
Hey, 2021.
Let's shack up, babe.
Motel 8.
Literally. Some of the people, though, I've dated for like 2 years on and off. That's like the one guy who said I was polyamorous. I've been seeing him
That's
for 2
like
years.
low-key polyamory, though.
It's not.
Dating someone like low-key, like,
Because
dating
and then I
someone
said
for
to him,
2
we're
years?
casually dating. Like, he's like a casual, like, he's in my, like, we'll go hang out and stuff. And he's like, this is casually dating? Because, like, I was like, you should come to Thanksgiving.
You sound like a dumbass.
But we're not dating. We're not in a relationship. Like, we're not.
You sound like you're playing games.
No, we both are on the same
You're
page.
inviting a motherfucker to Thanksgiving?
Yeah, as a bestie.
Mom,
Stop listening to my conversations with my
Mom, get off
friends.
the phone!
What do you think is the worst neighborhood to date in?
I'll probably say Bushwick. That's where I live.
Yeah.
Bushwick is fucking shit. I don't even
It's
think
all
that
the
I've like.
same people.
I
They
don't
all
think
look the same.
They all look. It's copy
the
paste
fucking
motherfuckers.
camo, ironic camo.
The ironic. It's redneck chic.
I'm sick of it. It's out.
Okay.
In and out for fall.
Honestly, if you wear the hat that says God's favorite, fuck you.
Or Bass Pro Shops hat. Oh, you guys are so funny.
When's the last time you went fishing, bitch?
No, but they're doing it ironically, and it's not funny anymore when every fucking person's doing it.
Yeah, and then their ideal date is like going to Maria Hernandez and like 101 Wilson, and I'm like, okay, you guys, y'all's fucking shit smells like a trash can. Anyway,
Go clean under your balls.
Hey, third time's the charm of the wipe in the ass. All right.
Ew, we're being rat.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm.
But I'm like, okay, so Bushwick I think probably would be the worst one. And then, I don't know, like East Village.
Oh,
I would never date anyone who lived
East
there.
Village chlamydia.
Yeah, that's like Timothy Chalamet fucking core.
I would rather date someone in Times Square that lived under a billboard. I would love it.
Love to date someone in Times Square. That would give me
Yeah.
a reason to, go to the Olive
You
Garden.
know what? I can't speak. You know what I also don't like is West Village, because those motherfuckers are like, yeah, you should come over to my neighborhood in the West Village, like for the state. They always have to
I've
tell
never
you.
had someone invite me over to the West. I'm not talking to anyone who lives over there.
Every single time they have to make it a point to tell me, yeah, we should go to this restaurant in my neighborhood in the West Village. Like, I'll make reservations. I'm like, dude, I'm not impressed that you live in the West Village.
And also, that's a cop out because it's like so easy for they've done that a million times
oh,
before.
it's
it gives them
recital.
It gives them an opportunity to immediately invite you over to their house to fuck. It's like it's definitely a cop out.
Yeah.
It's like that one guy who invited me to the fucking bar in I always mix it up, Greenpoint. And we saw him a week later, and he was wearing the same outfit, going to the same bar.
They
at the
do.
Same
I
time,
think they
sitting
do.
At the
I
same
think they
table.
all do that.
And like,
I mean, I do it too sometimes.
shit, I don't fault you for like playing the game, but like, holy shit,
Mix it up like, how do
Just a
you
little
decipher the differences? Yeah.
But yeah, I would
Crazy.
probably definitely say Bushwick. That's Bushwick and East Village.
I think you're right on that.
Okay. Did I ask you what would be the best one?
Yeah. What do you think is? I know you think probably Fort Greene is the best.
No, I don't actually.
What do you think is the best?
I think the best is Bed-Stuy.
Really?
I think Bed-Stuy, they're so detached from literally everything, and like people in Bed-Stuy pretty much like stay there. I don't know. I think they're like more grounded. I think they're more like into home life.
Bed-Stuy?
In Bed-Stuy, because like they're I think they're kind of far away from the train, and there's like a lot of like really nice restaurants over there.
Yeah, maybe.
I think Bed-Stuy is where it's at, and I would love to date someone who lived in Red Hook.
Yeah,
But
me
they
too.
seem cringe. They seem a little annoying to me.
They're so they seem like the stereotypical, like, I live in Brooklyn and I got the
I
the
love that we
Manhattan
said,
Bridge.
I'd love to date someone in Red Hook, then we just start like talking shit.
I would though.
I would.
I would love to date a cool person in Red Hook,
I would love to date someone
just so I can go over there all the time.
Exactly. I think that I would just want an excuse to go over there. But I think if they live in Gowanus, that would be a green flag to me.
Me too.
Because I love it over there. What can I say?
Or honestly Brooklyn Heights. I like when people
Brooklyn Heights would be a good one.
I've dated a couple people in Brooklyn Heights, and it's nice because they're so close that I see them all the time.
Yeah.
And if they like go on runs, they always come to Dumbo. So.
Okay, so that's what we think. I'm exhausted.
Oh my god, that's what I just said in text. Oh, okay, so how do you so that's like so much clearer. That's a little too clear. It sounds like it's gonna be a little
Yeah.
Okay, so what are signs that you like 3 signs in somebody like that you're compatible with them?
Astrology?
No, not astrology wise.
Oh. Well, that's a good question too.
Thanks. Astrology?
Yeah, like three zodiac signs that you look for in a
Oh,
partner.
that's a good one. Well, first tell me like regular things and then do astrology.
I said I'm freestyling your question. Can you repeat it?
Yeah, what are like 3 signs you see in someone that you're like, oh, I think I'd be compatible with them? Or like on a first date, like 3, like it doesn't have to be 3, but
Oh man.
my brain just works in 3s, I think.
Yeah, I think the fact that they can riff, one of them is like they can riff and like you make jokes and they can be like just banter with you. I think that's like immediately the best
So
sign
important.
ever. 2, they know at least like 3 or like a couple restaurants or like coffee shops that you frequent. I think that like
Yeah.
if we somewhat know of the same area and the same places, we have a good amount in common, and then that we can get along. And then 3, honestly, like if they walk. If they like to walk, that's like the biggest thing
That's
to
a
me.
huge thing,
That's
actually.
a huge thing to me because it's like if I am a motherfucker that walks,
Same.
like even if it's an hour, if it's 2 hours, if it's 3 hours, I don't care. I will walk. I know that sounds like really like I live in New York and I
No,
have
but
to
it's so true.
walk.
It's a real thing.
Because there's so much to look at. Like I'm not
And
walking 3
talking.
hours in Florida. I'm not walking 3 hours in Atlanta.
Yeah.
But New York, I'll like walk for 3 hours. I don't care because I'm entertaining myself.
Mhm.
So that's really important to me. If someone's like, yeah, I'll walk with you like a long distance, or if you bike or whatever, as long as you're not like, as long as you're down to go on a big ass walk with me, then I think that we're gonna get along just fine.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then signs, like astrology signs, I always go for Leos. Leos and Leos are just like
I
natural.
know.
They're just like naturally compatible. And it's always like a battle for whose show is on. Like, is it the Kale show or is it the other person's show? And I kind of like the battle. And then 2, Cancers always get me just because like my moon sign is a Cancer. So like, I don't know, I'm just naturally drawn to them. I always think that they're going to be better than what they actually are. And then at the end of the day, they're always just kind of pieces of shit. And then 3, I don't really know what the third one is because I date primarily Cancers and
Really?
Leos. Yes. And then I love Capricorns because
Me
they're
too.
completely opposite of me. They're really like driven and they oh no. I know Pisces.
Really?
I love Pisces.
Felix is a Pisces.
I get along with every single person who's a Pisces.
Me
Sam is a
too.
Pisces, Maddie is, Jacob is, a lot of people in my life are Pisces.
I
So
get
yeah,
along with them as
my
well.
top 3 zodiac signs for dating: Leo, Cancer, Pisces.
Nice.
Yeah, I
Those
love the
are
criers.
not mine. I know.
I love it. I love the emotion.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you literally the same question. What are the signs that you look for?
Like the riffing thing, or like just having a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like laughing, I'm like, damn, you're sexy.
Damn, you got me.
Also, I think I've talked about this before, but like, okay, well, I don't really know how to, I guess it's not a compatibility sign, is like how people like act when they're stressed out, or like when they're telling me like a story about like something bad that's happened, how they
we need
react.
to say it again for the people in the back because that is so important.
How they react to like a bad situation, or like when they're telling me a story about like something bad that happened to them, and like hearing how they reacted to that, or seeing it in real time, or like seeing them like do something stressful and seeing how they react. I've said that before. Why is it so loud? I think I've definitely said that before, but hello. That's a big thing. Like if you're freaking out about stuff, like I don't even know what word to call that. Like if they just have a high tolerance for stress. I don't know. But just like seeing people like relax and like deal with stuff is hot. Don't do it.
What's number 3?
Number 3 would be I'm the one that asked the goddamn question.
I know,
I always do this. Number 3, honestly, just like being kind to like staff. If we're like at a restaurant or something, like seeing, or how they like react, like if a homeless person comes up, just like
that is really, when I see people how they react to like, if like an unhoused person comes up to me, I'm always like, hey, no, sorry, or like whatever, I'll do what I need to do, or like, but if they just ignore,
sometimes I do, sometimes you have to,
sometimes you have to, but like, I don't know,
not really that, I just mean like if like a homeless person comes up and they're like, oh my god, what was, like, or you know, like if they're like
make fun of them
ew, or like or like
Has
god,
someone
that's
ever
so annoying. Yes, that's happened, and I've been like, you're a piece of shit. Or if like I see them like tip bad, you know, just like kindness to other people, like you can really pick up on that, I think, on like a first date. Or like they don't thank the waiter, you know, just like little things are like that's a big. And then zodiac signs, Libras always have me down bad. Libra men, I don't know what is up with that.
they just get you.
Libra
get you
men, no, I hate them, but like love them. But Libra men, I also like Sagittarius.
Oh no.
That's a downfall for
That's
me.
evil.
And then who else? Scorpios. Love Scorpios.
Yeah, I like Scorpio women.
Yeah, I like all the girls, but
I like all the girls.
I like all the girls, but yeah.
That's awesome. That's fucking sick. Okay, I'm gonna ask you another question.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, come on.
Do I have consent to ask you another question? My next question for you is going to be, not that you're the best person to ask this at all, because seeing as you moved in with someone literally 2 weeks or 2 months after dating them, but in your opinion, how long do you wait before moving in with a partner?
Now, knowing what I know now,
I wish that I know what I know now.
now I would say a solid 2 years.
What the fuck?
A year? 2 years?
2 years?
Yeah. A year. Okay, I mean,
I'm an
honestly,
eager beaver and I want to save money.
I guess in New York, I mean,
In New
I think in New York, I would say a year. A year.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
A
That's
year?
what I'm saying.
You're saying a year?
I'm saying a year, absolutely. Maybe 7 months.
I'm 28. I don't got time anymore.
I know. And
7 months? No,
7 months. It's like, hey, I'm dating someone. Like, say, for example, I'm dating someone like 2 months ago. And
no, time goes too fast. I would have already moved in with Nikhil by now if it was that. That was 9 months.
But that's fine because you're saving money on rent.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, I love sleeping next to someone.
I do too, but you don't have to move in and
Yeah,
sign a
we
lease
do.
together. No.
Yeah, we do.
I moved in with someone after 2 weeks.
They need to carry me over the threshold.
No. The person that I did move in with after 2 weeks, though, that was my longest relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that say?
So what does that say? Lord have mercy, I don't know.
It says YOLO.
It really does.
Honestly, yeah, I was like, you know what, fuck it. It was the same thing. And I was like, I don't have anything to lose. I'm not in a lease right now. Let's just move in together because we didn't want to do long distance.
Yeah. Ah, shit.
Shit.
I'm all for moving in with a partner. I don't know. I think probably
Have you ever lived with a partner?
Yes, I have. Yes, I've only lived with one partner.
For how long?
It was Kieran when I moved to Atlanta. And that was, I think, I'm going to say 85% for both of us to get out of Florida and have it be way cheaper. I don't think that we were absolutely in love with each other. Wrap it in a bow.
Sorry.
That's funny.
It's fucking funny.
He was just more in love with himself than he was. I think that's been every relationship that he's ever had. Not that I know him anymore, but
Probably listens.
no, he doesn't.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he was in love with himself way more than he was in love with me, and we just both needed to get out of Florida. So
Yeah.
it was like we dated for 6 months, and then we were like, let's move in together.
Yeah.
And then we lived together for 6 months, and then it was like, that was honestly though my most mutual breakup that I've ever had. We kind of were just like, okay, well, you don't like it here, I like it here, so I'm gonna stay, you're gonna go, see you later.
I think that's like it accelerates the relationship a little bit if like seeing how soon you move in with someone. It's like
Yeah.
I think if I would have like waited 2 years to live with Paul, like that relationship would have gone on for 4.5 years or 2 years too
Yeah.
long, you know? It's like a cut off that.
I do think moving in with your partner a little bit too early like cuts off the
Mystery?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. It's like
Yeah.
I don't need them knowing like how often I tweeze under my chin, you know?
Or just like
it's not as sexy.
no, when I moved in with him after 2 weeks, I was like, what the also I didn't know this man. I mean, we talked
Yeah.
about that going through people's phones. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's extremely intimate and you lose some of the mystery. So I think the longer you wait, the more rewarding the relationship
Yeah.
will feel. And, you know, like have that honeymoon phase. Like don't go crazy with it.
And see if you still like them after.
Yes.
Because that's where I think I'm still in that at like 7 months. It takes me like a solid 3 months to like somebody.
And also if they're spending the night at your house every night, that's not living with each other.
No.
Just so you know.
But I like that.
I like that too, don't get me wrong, but I want people to know that's like, oh, well, he spends the night every single night, so it's like basically like we already live with each other. It's like, no, that's not living with each other.
Yeah.
Just letting you know that right now.
He still has his own space for laundry, or they, whoever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It'll be way, way different when you guys finally live
When you're
with
like
each other.
forced to come home
And
to
pay
each other.
bills to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
Okay.
And you still say 6 to 7 months?
Yeah. I said a year or two.
Yeah, I think a year. I think
Shit,
a
I
year.
kind of like it.
I think a year is solid.
I like it when the mystery goes away a little bit.
No, I'm always bad at that.
I'm all over the place with my opinions sometimes.
I know, you can't stand up with one. You say, yeah, no, I like it.
I'm
No,
a
I
little
don't.
fluid. I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's nice to have the comfort. I do like the mystery, but it's nice to know that you're secure and you can tweeze your beard in front of them.
Yeah. Just depends, I feel like, on the time. Like,
Ask me a damn question. I was on FaceTime with Sydney and I was like, so what are we talking about? She's like, dating. And I said, okay. And she said, do you have any questions that you're going to ask me? I said, no. She said, you better get some.
because we keep our episodes been ass. Because, like, we're both just like, well, what do we talk about now?
Yeah, well, guess I have nothing to talk about. Well, shit.
The questions help, like, spark, like, a conversation.
And when I think, just forget it.
Yeah.
One of my questions is, this has been on my mind a lot since I have a boyfriend. Not to brag, keep saying that, but
It's like a lucky bitch.
okay. I only have him for a month. So, doing hobbies with your partner, should we commingle or should we keep them to ourselves? Jacob and I had this conversation where he kind of was like, "Hey, I like doing A, B, C, D. I would like when like we're together to do A, B, C, D with you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought you wanted to do those all by yourself because the last like 3 people I've dated have needed so much like personal alone time that I've been kind of like scarred from like asking if I can join on something like that a partner enjoys doing." And then he was like, "No, that's like how we
What's an
spend-"
example? Like, just one.
Like, for example, Jacob had a membership at Vital.
The rock climbing.
Yeah, the rock climbing. So, he was like, I would love to take you to that because that's like a place that is really special to me. And I was like, okay, that's really great. I didn't know that you wanted to like bring someone to that space, you know? Because then that's like introducing, like, say, for example, we break up and whatever. Like, do you want me going to that space? It gets into this like huge nuance thing. So I'm like, should we keep some hobbies? You go ahead and answer that question.
I think some, yeah. Like, but I'm a person that likes to spend a lot of time by myself. So it's different. Like, I don't know. I mean, some, but I think it's definitely, I think it's definitely good to have, like, stuff you like to do together. Like, but I think there can be, like, a Venn diagram of that, you know? Like, I like to go, like, I went to the gym with my ex all the time. Like, I know, was there a fucking rave going on downstairs?
Yeah.
We would go to the gym all together, like, or we'd go to the gym together all the time, and like that was good for us because it put us on the same schedule of like dinner and like going and doing this. But like sometimes there's times I would want to go to the gym just by myself, and I would go at a different time, and then he would feel like, well, why didn't you just want to wait for me to go? You know, then it gets kind of muddy because it's like it's not about that. It's like I don't know. That's kind of a hard.
But someone needs to be emotionally intelligent to understand that those boundaries are there for like because you love them, because you care about them. It's like when I want to spend that time by myself, that means that I need to energize and be by myself to give it to you later.
Yeah, or else like I'm just gonna be
annoyed.
a half shell. Yeah, or just like not me. You know, like I won't be able to like talk and stuff if I don't spend enough time by myself. But I don't know. I guess it is weird, especially in New York, because it's so small. Like the choices you have for hobbies, like everything for dating is like going out to eat, going on like for the most part, going to like get drinks, going to dinner, for me at least.
Yeah.
So it takes like it makes the relationship more serious, I think, when you start having hobbies together, because it's like, oh, we're like hanging out during the day, like what we said, or like in a public place, you know. And so it's even just like going to the movies together feels serious for me here.
I love going to the movies.
I love it too, but I always go by myself because it's like I've asked people and like people just get fucking weird about like
I'm getting a popcorn and an icy, bitch. I don't care if you're coming with me or you're coming not.
Yeah, I've had someone be like, don't just like switch all your plans. Go see your movie. Like, don't switch your whole plans around for me to like go with you. And I'm like, dude, it's not like that. Like, I'm gonna go either way.
It's not that deep.
People just get weird like when you ask them to do hobbies sometimes.
I'm 60-40, so I'm 60% doing shit by myself. I'm 40% doing my hobbies and their hobbies.
Mm-hmm.
And I really, another, like, to go back on your question that you asked me earlier, another sign of, like, how I know that it's going to work is, like, we have similar hobbies.
Yeah, that's a big... Well, I actually like when we have different ones, though. That's funny.
I'm like, okay, cool. You like to, you know, like, I don't even know. But
Like, I like not having the same hobbies because I
that's
feel like...
also nice.
Yeah, because I, like, think that's more compatible for me. Like, when they're into stuff that I might not be, because then I'm like, oh, cool, like, I can show you stuff about this. That it doesn't feel as, like, much of a competition, especially with, like, because a lot of me hobbies. A lot of me hobbits. A lot of me hobbits. A lot of my hobbies are, like, art-centric. So people get so fucking pretentious in New York about that stuff. So, like, when they're not into that and, like, they're into, like, film more than I am, like...
Noir.
Or, like anything, any kind of other medium. I like when they're into that because then they show me stuff.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
I was just doing ad-libs. I'm listening to you.
So, yeah. I don't know.
I said...
I don't even know what the question was.
I know you didn't.
I never know.
It sounded like I was an interviewer, and I could see you. I could see your mind going.
No, I'm trying not to say like so much. So I'm trying to think when I'm talking.
No, you're doing fine. I don't think that you're saying it that much.
But that's why I look around, like, trying to think of what I'm going to say, because I'm trying not to sound like a dumbass.
I thought it was the look that's like, I don't really know where I'm going with this.
No, I just try to, like...
We've given each other that look before.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing it. I had a point that I was trying to get to, but I couldn't get to it.
I'm sorry.
So now I don't remember.
Okay, my bad. But, okay, so do you think that, you know, you should commingle hobbies? Long story short,
no. Leave me the fuck alone. Unless I'm just kidding. Unless it's like going to the park.
Okay.
Going to the park is a shared hobby.
That is.
I don't know. I think
it's a public space.
I think give 20% together, 80% alone.
Oh,
Show me what you make or like do later. Like, or like we could paint stuff together.
Show me what you make later.
Go in your room. Shoe. Just kidding. I'd love to like garden together or some shit. Like show me your ginger plants. I don't fucking know. As long as it's, I don't want to play chess.
I do.
I know. If someone asks me to, I mean, I'll learn. If he's hot, I'd learn.
Just putting that out there. I love playing chess and cards.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you another question.
Okay.
I have so many.
Rapid fire.
Okay. Sydney Levitt on the.
That looks nice.
That one was good.
Stand clear of the closing doors. Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Oh, wait.
Too bad.
Too bad you waved to him.
Okay, what was your next one?
Okay, so let's see. This is a good one. I've been really wanting to talk about this one because here I go. I'm going to say the question, then I'm going to say what I wanted to say.
Okay.
Do we lose a part of ourselves when in a secure and healthy relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Ever since I have had a boyfriend, my humor has gone down. I don't joke as much because I'm just so like, I don't fucking know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's directly related to like me being in a relationship, but like I feel like something lacks when you have like good quality, like we were saying this outside, you can't have clear skin, stable housing, a job, 8 hours of sleep, being completely hydrated, and a perfect relationship.
Gotta choose 3.
You have to choose 3. So, and then being funny. So
stay funny on Instagram or get a boyfriend.
Literally, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And this is a phenomenon. I think that a lot of people, when they get in relationships, they become fucking squares. Jesus. Bozos.
No, I know.
It happens.
It does.
I don't mean to be brutal,
I think that's why it's a big thing for me to like another person being fun, like legitimately funny is huge for me.
Yeah.
Because like, what do you think? Do you think people...
Okay, ask me the question.
Yeah, do you think people like lose part of themselves when they're in a like healthy relationship?
Yes. And
I think so too.
no further questions.
And I will not expand on
And
that.
I won't.
I will though.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that people definitely do. I think people definitely... I mean, my thing is like I just feel like when I don't know what's funny about stuff. Well, I guess like I'm trying, like it takes me longer to get to know somebody, so I'm not funny until I like really get to know someone. So I'm like putting on like a more put together thing when I'm around someone. Like I'm not being fully myself because I'm like in that get to know you phase, and I'm like, okay, when I'm really funny, I'm being in a silly mood. I'm wild, but
I feel like I might be the opposite, where like I'm this like little jester, and I'm like being funny, and I'm like,
you.
I'm like
like a puppet.
I am kind of like I'll act like a puppet, and then as soon as I get comfortable and know that like I'm in a relationship, like I can just chill, because that's what I really love doing, is just like being quiet, not feeling like I have to entertain people. So I feel like when I become really that has to deal with my Cancer moon. Like when I get really safe and secure, I just get quiet and calm and whatever, and I'll still be like silly and joking and stuff, but like I don't feel like I have to entertain. And so I feel like I lose this like really silly part of myself, but it's because another version of myself has come into play.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's just different. Yeah, I'm different. Like it takes me longer to like open up to people, so it's like I sent this guy that I'm like seeing, I sent him my fucking meme page, and he was like, because I'm like, I'm not funny in person when I'm hanging out with someone for the first few times. Like I'm more serious and more like reserved, because
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, and like I slowly like introduce like the chaoticness or anything like that. And so I like sent him, he was sending me memes, and so I sent him my meme page, and I was like, here you go, like
Here,
just to
have fun.
get a sense of my humor kind of thing. And then he told me yesterday, he's like, honestly, like I didn't even want to follow it because like I like the mystery a little bit more right now. And I was like,
shit.
that's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he was like, I mean, I'll get there, but he's like, I just feel like right off the bat, he's like, some of the stuff, like, because they're so niche, like, he was like, I don't know if I want to know that yet.
That's like when people listen to the podcast, and I'm like,
We've talked about that, yeah.
we've talked about that. I don't need you listening to it and like knowing all of this stuff about me, because I don't want you to be disappointed when you hang out with me, and I don't want to feel like you expect something from me.
Yeah, because I'm not going to talk to someone I'm hanging out with for the first couple times the
Like
way
how
we're talking
now.
And like you can't, I feel like people, we've talked about that, like people, I also like this guy, the same guy who like the meme page thing, he's like, I'm like, I won't say your name if I talk about you, because he's like,
They want me to say their name.
they want me to say a name, but okay, Daniel. But he's like, I'm gonna make you sign an NDA so you can't talk about me on your fucking podcast. And he
That's
said he
funny.
almost bailed on our date because like of me having a podcast. He was like, he sent it to his friends and was like, oh God. But he said he didn't listen to it.
Oh, God.
And I was like, honestly, that's good, because
Facts.
when people do listen to it, I'm like, I don't know what you already know about me, and they
Exact-
it's not like they can sit here and tell me like. If they
That.
do listen to everything, I'm like, I don't expect you to remember all of that when we're hanging out in person. So then I feel like it's just bizarre.
And then someone references it, and they're like, you said this, and I'm like, I don't even remember saying
Same.
that.
Yeah, I'm like, it just, I feel like
I was drunk back then.
I was fucked up back then.
We've
But-
been talking for like an hour and a half.
I know. We didn't really get to a point with dating though, did we?
No, we did. We've covered
Yeah,
a lot of
we've covered a
ground.
lot.
A lot.
Okay.
And we've been talking, like, we've been
We had
expanding
more,
on it.
yeah.
We have more content.
We're more prepared this time.
Okay, I did want to ask you one last question, because we have been,
Yeah.
talking about dating for a fucking long time.
Okay.
Are your partner's friends really your friends?
Oh. No.
That's what I say.
I think after maybe like 3 years, 2 or 3 years, yes.
It's still hairy.
It's still hard, but I think like ultimately if they're like long-term friends, they're going to choose their
Their
like,
day one.
your significant other. Yeah.
Yeah.
As it should be.
Okay, I'm glad we agree on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to say, but like I kind of feel.
What if I
feel that-
started becoming friends with Jacob and then you guys broke up and then I go, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, that would be very strange.
There's always a weird motive too. Like I would be like
Oh, yeah.
being friends with him and then telling, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I have a friend, a couple, they broke up and I was good friends with both of them. And as soon as they broke up, I'm choosing sides.
Yeah, well, I'm a bitch to choose sides.
Me too. I'm like, I'm loyal to this
I'm
bitch.
so loyal. I love that about us.
I love that about. I'm like, I'm sorry. I don't even want to be in contact with the other person because I don't want to know stuff that I could potentially tell my friend and hurt their feelings or something. So I just cut them out.
Granted, I can be fake, but
Y'all break up.
I am pretty loyal.
We broke up. It's a breakup for everyone.
Damn, we all lost.
Lost the ship.
Okay, well, I think we've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah,
for dating.
you guys should send us some dating stories or something. You guys used to do it. I don't know where the fuck. We used to get some stories up in this bitch now, or voicemails. I'll say our phone number is 929-464-6696.
Repeat it again.
929-464-6696. Please subscribe.
Thank you so much for calling.
So let's move into our segments.
Our segment.
Our segments. Move into our segments.
Yay. Oh, that one
Ew,
pissed me off.
one.
I hate the bing bong. Our segments. So if you guys are new here, because I don't know who's listening anymore, my parents tuned in. So every week we do our 3 reasons to scream. And those are Jesus. And those are like 3 things that we are pissed about, we don't like. They're like things that we're complaining about.
Yeah.
And then we do our 3 honorable mentions. Yeah. And those are like 3 good things. Like they deserve
Things
an honorable
that should
mention.
Be celebrated.
Yeah.
Things that are making us feel.
And they can be
good.
whatever, down to your favorite sushi roll, to your favorite sock.
Yeah.
To your friend being named Sock.
Your non-binary friend.
So yeah, we'll start off with our 3 reasons to scream.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and take the reins on this one.
Okay, all right now. Okay, mine are.
I was having a hard time. I always do.
3 reasons to scream. 3 reasons to scream. Okay, let's start off strong with New York Fashion Week. It is literally the SantaCon of
millennials
of
and
everything.
Gen Z.
It's so. It was cool to see like a couple. It's cool when you like. There's a show right outside my apartment. That was cool to see because I was like.
But then you're just beating a dead horse.
The fucking influencers and like the audacity everyone has during it. I'm like, y'all are not cool.
They
all look the same.
They all look the same, and it's like
Everyone's trying to like clout chase the whole week, and I'm like, fuck off, just stop.
They think their shit don't stink.
Ew. So that was my first one. My second one is Mercury Mercury. My second one is Mercury retrograde.
Mercury.
And that's because all the shit, like I lost my license. I need to order a new one like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just communication has been off in general with like my clients, everything, and I'm like retrograde.
Ugh, sucks.
Ugh, locked out of the house, retrograde. It's kind of nice though. It's also kind of an honorable mention because like you can blame everything on it. But and then my third one is body dysmorphia.
Damn, I hate that shit.
I hate that too. And
I hate it.
I don't know if it's like the sobriety or what, but I'm like, or just like I've been eating a lot more sugar or something. But I keep buying clothes like that are, I literally like remember that person that came into the Red Hook coffee shop and I was like, do I look like that?
Yes.
I literally am buying clothes that I'm not kidding. I'm buying clothes that are like 4 sizes too big and I genuinely think they're going to fit me, and then like I put them on
sack
and they're falling off and I'm like, what do I look like? Like,
I've been having the same thing happen to me since I've been on my fitness
yeah,
grind.
it's a weird phase.
I'm like body checking and I'm like, oh, do I really look like that?
I
Or,
have
like,
no
I
idea
don't
how I look
know.
because like my clothes are getting bigger, but I'm feeling more like swollen or something.
Me
So
too.
I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Me too.
I can't tell how I look, and I'm like, this is freaking me out.
Yeah.
So that's a reason. That's my third reason.
It
to
is
scream.
definitely a reason to scream.
Yeah. What are yours?
Okay, so my 3 reasons to scream this week are number 1, getting paid less than men. This happened to me recently, and it was...
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was horrible. So I worked this private event in Nyack for for this like billionaire family, and I worked it with my friends. I will not name drop, but I worked with 3 other dudes, and one of the dudes who like conducts basically like how much we're paid and like goes through like the family and stuff and is like, here's how much we're gonna get paid. He said this like lump sum number, and he said all of us are gonna get that, and then lo and behold, we don't get paid for like another week after we're supposed to, and then I hear that everyone gets paid, and I'm pretty sure all of the men got paid $100 more than me.
Mm-hmm.
And
Do you know for sure? Why don't you ask?
well, I know one of them did.
Yeah.
For sure one of them did. And even just the one dude, we all did the same job. We all busted our ass. We were all there for 13 hours. We were all doing like pretty much the same jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really shitty when I like bust my ass for 13 hours and then like someone who's doing the same job as me, just because maybe they're like a little bit more vocal than me, or maybe they like, you know, mingle a little bit more than me, they get more money than me. And that was not fair. But, you know, granted, he didn't have to do this, but he like shared some of his money with me because he was like, that's fucked up. And I'm really glad that he like, you know, saw that. But it just pissed me off. And it's just like,
Oh, yeah.
it's like super sexist to get paid less than these men when I'm doing the exact same job.
Mm-hmm.
So I was screaming. Number 2, New York groceries. So coming from Florida and Atlanta, I'm used to rocking with like really great produce, really great farmers markets, really great like quality, really long expiration dates. So like they don't
Those
expire.
chemicals.
And ever since I moved here,
The produce just shit.
the produce only lasts maybe 12 hours.
That's why I
like,
grocery shop like day of usually.
before like it goes bad almost immediately. In every grocery store I go to, like there's things that are being sold that are already expired.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going
There's
on?
so
Is it like
much.
is it that New York City like gets their groceries later than everybody else in the States, or like I don't really know, but I have been having bad grocery like experiences. That I love this city and I love living here, but I do wish oftentimes more than not that I have the same grocery like shopping experience that I did in Florida and Atlanta, because it was pleasurable.
Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Absolutely.
It really is. At Publix.
That's why I wear my Publix sweater almost every day. And then my third reason to scream is imposter syndrome.
That's a good one.
So recently started a job as a bartender. It's very new to me. It's a very new skill. A really great affirmation that I received from my bosses that I was their best hire that they've ever had, which was like a really, really, really
that's
cool
really
thing
nice.
to hear. And that they were like, basically, you picked this up faster than we ever could have imagined that someone picked up bartending. And I still feel when I come into work that I'm not a bartender, that I'm a server, because that's what I'm used to doing.
Yeah.
And that I don't actually like know as much as like this person who knows all these like classic cocktails. So imposter syndrome is like a really hard thing that I've been, you know, kind of like dealing with and talking about with friends. But at the end of the day, I'm a fucking bartender, and I just need to believe that.
Yeah,
that,
and you just started.
exactly. And I need to be easy on myself, but you know, we're
Yeah.
our own, you know,
Yeah.
biggest enemy. So imposter syndrome sucks. It
I
happens.
fucking hate imposter
But
syndrome.
just know that you're not alone if you're listening, and you have it too, because
I wrote
got
a whole
that
article
shit.
on it.
I got
on
that
my
shit.
website.
I got that shit. Anyway,
Yeah, I have that
Um,
all the time.
let's move on to honorable mentions. What are your 3?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have that last sip.
Take it. Okay, my first one is scaffolding coming off of buildings. Like,
That's honorable?
yeah, when it comes off the scaffolding, it looks
I
like
thought
a
you said where something was like falling off of the
no, like whenever like the scaffolding is gone,
Yes.
it looks like a brand new street. And I'm
you
like,
said, do I live here?
I know, it keeps happening in my neighborhood, and I'm like, it's been under construction for like 2 years, and I turn a corner and I'm like, this is beautiful.
Aw.
Who knew that was there?
That's great.
So yeah, that's a nice little thing.
Relieved.
I'm like, thank God. My second one is low screen time. And that
When it says that you
your screen time goes down,
Yes.
I'm like, yes, I was living a little. And
That's
especially when I'm sober right now, because
Yes.
I like re-downloaded fucking dating apps as soon as I like stopped drinking, because I was like, thought I was grounded, and I'm like, what else am I gonna do? Well, just Hinge. But But even then, I'm like, I'm scared I'm going to be on it too much. So
Mhm.
seeing that my screen time's gone down while I'm like sober, I'm like,
Mine has gone
damn,
down,
I feel like
too.
not that big of a piece of shit. So
It's amazing.
yeah.
Good job.
And then also just like the people I've been hanging out with, I haven't been on my phone as much. So I'm
Yes.
like, I hate being on
Yes.
my phone around people.
Yes.
Yes. You're
Yes,
spitting,
Sydney.
motherfucker.
Yes, Sydney. That's a good one.
And then my third one is going to be like cussing out random people, like celebrities and like business owners that kind of need it. There's this new thing called like AMP. Have you gotten these sponsored ads? I don't know if it's just because of like the podcast, but they're doing like Subway campaigns. It's called AMP. It's like a new, basically you can like DJ live sets. It's like Clubhouse, but like for podcasters and DJs and stuff. And honestly, it could be really cool, but fucking Amazon owns it. And it's obviously it's like a sound like app, and they didn't even have any, like they don't have an accessibility team. They didn't have any deaf people, or I mean blind people working on this app. So I like wrote them this like 3-page letter about how they're piece of shit. Like, why would you not have blind people working on an app? Like, that's their strongest sense.
Yeah.
So I think cussing people out when they need to.
And you're like, this is good for me.
But,
I like that. I love it when you cuss people out. I think
well,
it's fucking
and
funny.
when it's like, yeah, when it's like
deserved.
when it's deserved, and when it's like piece of shit people, like
Yes.
Zaki. But yeah, I think more people should just
Amazing.
be cussing people.
Those are really good.
Thanks.
I love those.
Thanks.
Awesome.
What are yours?
My 3 honorable mentions this week are, number 1, making an actual meal at home. When I made breakfast yesterday, I felt so good.
That breakfast,
It was popping.
it didn't look that good.
What?
It was too much. The onions with the next to the oatmeal
It wasn't next to the oatmeal. It was next to the omelet.
at the same time.
The onions were the onions were for the egg.
I don't know.
I got so much love on that post.
Really?
Yes.
Good.
It was vanilla pancakes, banana cinnamon overnight oats, a pico and cheese omelet, pickled red onions, and then I put some schmear on the side, some like pumpkin cream cheese and some
Oh, that
peanut
sounds
butter.
good, though.
And I served it in a little cafeteria tray, so it all had little sections. They all had their own component,
Yeah.
like their own cubbies.
I mean, that's the
Damn,
autism.
you know what? I'm gonna fucking defend my breakfast because that shit was cute as hell.
It was
and I
cute.
Loved,
It just looked like too much for. Well, I just don't like a lot of mix of flavors.
well, I really liked it, and I did it for someone that I like, so I'm gonna not let you hate on me.
I know you get offended when I hate on one thing about you.
Huh? Of course. Because it's an honorable mention.
I just said I didn't like it. You always say you don't like mine. I never say I don't like yours. I say I don't like it.
Nah, I don't like it. Well, I liked it. Number
What's
2.
your second one?
My number 2 is I laughed my ass off because it's finally being able to afford stuff. Because okay, I'm shaking my damn head. I understand, but like I just did a bunch of budgeting recently, and I realized with my new job, I have so much more wiggle room to like actually save money, and I'm really, really happy about it.
Yeah.
And like I know exactly where all of my money is going now and how to budget and how to save for it, so I can like put some in my savings. I realize that I have way too much debt on my credit card, and this new job is really helping me pay that off. So I'm really, really happy that I'm able to afford stuff and budget at the same time. It feels like an extreme privilege, and I'm very, very lucky. And then my third one is Red Hook Coffee Shop.
Yeah, that's a good
Red Hook
one.
Coffee Shop, because yeah, baby.
Olaf and Paul.
And Nadira and Sam.
Yeah.
Red Hook Coffee Shop has been my favorite.
I thought we were gatekeeping that.
I'm not anymore
Yeah,
because
they deserve the service.
they deserve the hype, because honestly, they're the fucking best.
I love them so much.
Just so you know, when you come in there, you will not get a consistent drink order.
But it's okay.
Someone does it different every single time.
Whoever's doing it puts their whole pussy in it, though.
I love that I've only been there like 4 times, but I now feel like I'm part of the Red Hook community because I know all of the drama that's going on now, and especially like, you know, inside the walls, and I'm like, this is kind of fucking sick. I also got offered a job there. Unfortunately could not take the job, was very flattered. And I've been going there like every day off that I've ever had. It
Yeah.
takes like a fucking hour for me to get there, but I'm like, it's worth it.
It is.
I love sitting there and chilling.
It's
and
such
like,
a nice area to just sit in too.
absolutely. And there's like Court Street sandwiches over there. They have good pastries. It's
Give
the
me a
best.
birthday cookie.
I know, it's the best.
Francisco.
So if you're ever in Red Hook, definitely check out Red Hook Coffee Shop because the nicest people are working there. The coffee is very good and the vibes there are fucking immaculate.
Immaculate, bro.
Immaculate.
Yeah, they're good ones.
Spectacular.
I fucking love them.
Yeah, me too. I miss them right now.
I wish they were here with us.
Damn.
What's your song of the week?
My song of the week I've been listening to pretty much every single day, and it's a really nice, y'all know I love my calm ones. I love my calm songs. Are you ready for it?
Mm-hmm.
It's called Sweet Tides by Thievery Corporation.
Okay.
It's giving Moby. And then I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit.
I feel like I'm in my dad's like Mustang,
Uh-huh.
the convertible, riding around the beach. That's a good one. That one's better than last one.
What are you talking about? That one was a banger. Yeah, I love that song a lot. I've been listening to it, so that's my
That was
song
a
of the
good
week.
one.
Let's add it to
Nice.
the whack ass playlist that we.
I finally made one at least, but it is bad. Okay, you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got distracted because the boyfriend texting me. Oh shit. Okay, mine is spoiled it. Mine is I'm not going to teach your boyfriend how to dance with you by the Black Kids.
That's amazing.
You guys know it? Just gotta get to the chorus.
Yeah. Dreaming of.
It's so good.
That song rocks. Anyway,
Anyways, well, we've been here for a minute.
we've been here for almost 2 hours.
It's time to back. This is gonna be a bitch to edit in 2 days.
We went from we don't really know what to talk about. It's a quick little edit to we've been talking your ears off.
We have been talking. Oh, I do want to ask everyone one question about dating specifically. I'm not asking you. I'm asking the listeners. Maybe people will.
I'm not asking you, Kale.
Well, I'm asking you too. But when do you think you guys should how many dates do you think you need to go on in order to be like we're dating, like defining the relationship?
Good one.
Because that's a thing I always have issues with. That's why I've been in 2-year-long situations.
Because you want to ask it already.
I'm about to delete my Hinge.
Oh shit!
Just kidding.
Just unless you know who you are.
You know who you are.
And some random guy's listening. He's like, me?
My deli guy's like, yes.
He's sitting with his headphones on in the train. He's like, oh shit, she's talking about me. She's not talking about you, bitch.
I'm like, I've been on 14 dates in the last 2 weeks, baby. It's all fair game
You
right now.
thought.
You thought. I've been on like 3 dates in a day I went on 3 dates in one day. I'm not like hooking up with everyone, obviously.
Everyone.
Some of them. But I'm safe.
Oh my god. You
STD
are
free.
Where have you been, Loca?
Bella, where the hell have you been, Lola?
Where the hell have you been?
It's time to go. Let's go get food or something.
Let's go get pregnant.
I'm trying. Just kidding.
Yeah. All right. Love you, Sid.
Ew.
I'm trying to tell you that I love you.
I love you too.
And I love you guys.
I love you guys. Thank you guys all for all of your support and your.
I love you.
No. It's giving corn kid, and I hate that. That should be a reason to scream.
Oh. I really like corn.
Ew.
Enough. Enough is
You said you
enough.
liked it. Remember when I hated
When
on it on
first
Twitter?
came out.
No. Mouthing the words to a baby singing is just. I can't.
He's not a. First of all,
He's
he's
like 5.
He's a kid. But I think they're exploiting him, and I don't like that.
And as an adult, why are people mouthing like children? They're like making it sexy.
Yeah, when
Ew.
adults start like making children things sexy,
Caroline said that.
that's when you need to absolutely stop and check yourself.
Yeah. Ew.
It's giving Lolita.
It's giving pedo.
It's giving Black Mirror episode.
Pedo. Do you say
Bye,
pedo or pedo?
Pedophile. I say its government name.
Yeah, don't make it cute.
Don't.
All right. Bye,
Okay.
guys. See you next week.
And see ya, haters.
Hey, haters.
Peace
Ow,
out.
I keep hitting my acne.
Don't be fucking weird.
Don't be fucking weird. Don't be fucking